you take half and half, and a little shake. Two cups, and most of the time it's almost the whole thing. 2 cups of that. Milk. 1 cup of milk. 1 cup of milk. Okay. There. You're done with that. Mix that all. Oops. Okay. Done with your eggs. That was kind of loud. Okay, and you're done with this. Just mix, 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 mix. Okay. Now you have 2 teaspoons. Sorry, tablespoons. Take sugar. Just 2 shy. Not very much. 2. Because the topping is so sweet, you don't want to make the bread too sweet. And then vanilla. 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon. Okay. Nutmeg. Quarter teaspoon. There we go. And cinnamon. Like I said, I'm a very disorganized cook. So, I wanted to do this as if I was doing it all by myself, which I am. Without the help of a sous chef. Okay, so now you're done with those. You're done with your vanilla. Oops. And salt, like a tiny, tiny bit, 1/8. Okay. You're done. Now just mix. Mix, 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 mix. Okay, so that's all there is to the custard. They call it a custard. Now I'm going to slice up the bread. Okay, so you need this pan. Oops. Egg everywhere. I know I'm kind of fussy, right? I'm a little fussy, sorry. Okay. Take a little butter. And get, there we go. just a tiny bit. You can use olive oil if you want, but the butter tastes so much better. And you don't eat this every day, right? So if you're gonna make it, you might as well make it taste really good. Okay, so now you've got a coating of butter on your pan. Okay, here we go. Coating of butter on your pan. Okay. Now you're going to cut, oops. There, just going to put that right there. Okay. Here's your bread. And you want to use a serrated knife. The bread about like this, little less than 1 inch. And like I said, stale. I usually buy the bread 2 days before I make it, so it has a chance to dry a little bit. Okay. Oh, check on the baby. Okay. Now you just put it in the pan. I'm going to cut these in half. You know, like, wait, let me just test this. Yeah, that's perfect here. Like this. So cut it in half like this and just lay it in the pan like so. Like so. So just fill up the pan. So you have it like this. Okay. And here we go. Doing the next row. So you're just using the bread to fill up the pan. It doesn't matter if there's some pieces that are bigger. You are going to squish it all down in the end. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm trying to hurry because, well, because it's late at night, but also because I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, just fill up the rest of the pan as you can. You can even use these, just make sure they wow. There we go. And I have a little gap in my pan, so I'm going to use this and fill up the gap. And let's see. I've never used this bread, so hopefully that corner will turn out okay. It's a little bit thick. I'm going to chop it in half. Chop it in half and fill it in. Fill it in, fill it in. Okay, there. So this is what it looks like now. Okay, so now all you have to do is pour in the custard, okay, and kind of push everything down. Okay, you're done chopping. Okay, you're done with this. Oh. Okay, so now you're going to take your custard and you just pour it on the whole thing. See, so easy, right? This is actually it. I swear, this is it. Okay, so this is the night before you're baking it. And you want to make sure that everything gets soaked up. Oops, there's a gap there. Let's fill that in with a piece of bread. Okay. Okay, what I usually do is I like to have bigger pieces. Again, you're just filling in all the tray. Just want the whole thing filled up. Whole thing filled up. Okay, there we go. Okay, normally I use 2 loaves of bread, and that's why I'm not using all of this custard, because I don't want it to be too runny. Okay, so I'm not going to use it all. I'm going to leave a little bit because I only used 1 loaf of bread. Normally, if you use 2 loaves of bread, that amount of custard, you put the whole thing. Okay, so now you're almost done. Okay, once you put the plastic on, if you push down on the bread, it will soak up more of the stuff. So, okay, so you just want to push everything down, and that helps the bread soak up all the stuff. I think I have too much stuff, actually. Too much custard, but that's okay. Okay. Okay, so there's that. Okay. Okay. Now you just put this in the refrigerator overnight. Okay. Okay. For the topping, okay, the topping I make at nighttime, and then you just wrap it and put it on the counter overnight, and in the morning time it will be ready to spread on your casserole just before you bake it. Okay, and the topping is butter and sugar, basically. So there's the butter. And it says 2 sticks of butter. Okay, so I know I said I like to make it taste really good, but I cannot stand 2 sticks of butter. Literally, I cannot stand it. So, I admit, okay, wait, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, alright. Sorry, I'm in a hurry. I'm trying to hurry. Okay. So your butter should be room temperature, soft, very soft. Okay. I use 1 cup of olive oil. So, 1 cup olive oil. Uh-oh, I don't have 1 cup of olive oil. That's okay. Okay, so that's about 2/3 of a cup of olive oil. Okay. And corn syrup is very important. I tried without the corn syrup. And if you don't use the corn syrup, it's really weird. It doesn't stick. Nothing, it doesn't become a nice light. So about 2 to 3 tablespoons of corn syrup. There's the one. There's the one. And 2, or you could do 2 very full spoons of corn syrup. Okay. Again, I don't know why, but if you do it without the corn syrup, it does not stick to your casserole. When you bake it, it will all slide off in a really grotesque manner. Okay, so there's corn syrup. I hope this is still recording. Let me check. Oh, what do you know? Okay. Alright. Okay, so 2 sticks of butter, or 1 stick of butter and 1 cup of olive oil, 2 very full tablespoons of light corn syrup, Then you need 1 cup of brown sugar. I know, 1 whole cup, but that's what makes it taste good. Let's see, what is in here? This is 2 cups. So I'm just gonna guess. Since this is 2 cups, I'm gonna guess and say that about half of this is 1 cup. This part I can kind of eyeball because I've made it a lot. So that, ooh, that's probably a little much, but you know what, it's okay. It will, again, just make it taste better in the end. So, okay, yeah, I probably should have used a little bit less. Let's see here. Let's scoop a little bit back in. Just gently. I see, I told you I'm a very disorganized cook. So if I can do this, you can do this too. That looks a little bit better, right? Okay, that looks more like half. So 1 cup of brown sugar, and you just mix it all together really well until it's creamy and it's something that you can spread on top of your casserole in the morning. Okay. So you want, this time you want half a teaspoon of nutmeg and half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And this makes your casserole taste really yummy. This is the only thing that I use nutmeg for, by the way. I don't know what else to use nutmeg for. Okay, so again, cinnamon is actually really spicy if you have too much cinnamon in your mouth. I found out that in a long time ago, they used to punish children by making them hold cinnamon in their mouth because it's not dangerous, but it's really uncomfortable. Okay, so anyways, my butter's not that soft right now, but it will be soft by tomorrow morning. So there's your topping, and I will do part 2 to do the morning, what you do in the morning. Okay, and I'm serious. You can do this. It's very easy. What's this? Oh yeah. Okay, so I've used all my olive oil. Okay, this is a sweet breakfast casserole. Next time I'll show you how to do a sausage casserole. Okay, that's all for nighttime. See, it only took 35 minutes.